Jeep drops a bombshell, and it's shaking the entire car industry to its core. For decades, Jeep has been the symbol of rugged reliability and adventure, a brand built on trust. But now, that trust is hanging by a thread. With sales plummeting, unsold vehicles piling up, and even die-hard fans jumping ship, Jeep just dropped a bombshell that has everyone, from consumers to industry insiders, shocked. How did Jeep, an icon of resilience, fall so far? What's behind this refusal to recall millions of vehicles? And most importantly, how does this affect you? What's happening? 3 million vehicles flagged as fire hazards, and Jeep said, no recall, no concessions. Why? The automotive industry was left reeling when the United States government called out Jeep for manufacturing nearly 3 million vehicles that posed a severe fire hazard. Normally, automakers react swiftly to such claims, issuing recalls to protect their brand reputation and customer safety. But this time, Jeep took an unprecedented stance: refusal. To put this into perspective, major recalls happen frequently in the auto world. Ford, for instance, issued a recall affecting over 1 million vehicles last year due to safety risks. But Jeep's refusal to follow suit sent a message. The company is prioritizing something else. What that something else is, whether cost-cutting, avoiding lawsuits, or sheer stubbornness, remains unclear. The backlash was immediate. Consumer advocacy groups condemned the decision, labeling it reckless. Social media erupted with longtime Jeep fans expressing disappointment and even pledging to switch brands. What was once a trusted name in rugged reliability was now seen as turning its back on safety concerns. Regulatory agencies didn't hold back either. Investigations into Jeep's manufacturing practices are underway, and lawmakers are demanding transparency. This has placed Jeep in an unprecedented battle, not just with consumers, but also with its government watchdogs. What drove Jeep to this risky decision? Was it a calculated move or a sign of deeper internal struggles? One thing is clear: this isn't just a legal controversy, it's a tipping point for the company. And as Jeep grapples with this bold decision, the brand is simultaneously working to revitalize its product lineup to win back trust and customers. Revitalization of iconic models. Jeep's future may depend on its past. Reviving beloved models could be its ticket back to relevance. For decades, Jeep earned its reputation as a rugged, go-anywhere brand. Models like the Wrangler, Cherokee, and Grand Wagoneer became synonymous with adventure, strength, and American ingenuity. But in recent years, the identity of these vehicles has become muddled. Take the Grand Wagoneer, for example. Once seen as the pinnacle of family SUVs with a premium feel, it's now a six-figure luxury vehicle competing with the likes of Range Rover. The Grand Wagoneer's transformation alienated many loyal Jeep fans who saw the brand as accessible yet rugged. Meanwhile, the Cherokee, a cornerstone of the lineup, was discontinued in 2023, leaving a gap in the mid-size SUV segment. In a move to reconnect with its roots, Jeep is bringing back its iconic models with a twist. The reimagined Grand Wagoneer, though still pricey, now incorporates cutting-edge off-road capabilities. It's more than a luxury SUV. It's a signal that Jeep wants to stay true to its rugged DNA while appealing to premium buyers. Similarly, rumors are swirling about the Cherokee's return, potentially as a hybrid or electric option. Jeep knows it must cater to the growing demand for fuel efficiency and eco-consciousness while maintaining the grit and durability its fans expect. And the Wrangler. Jeep is doubling down on this flagship model with special editions and enhanced off-road features, keeping its adventurous core intact. This revitalization is a strategic gamble. Will the nostalgia of these iconic names be enough to reignite interest among consumers? Or has Jeep strayed too far from what these vehicles once stood for? While Jeep focuses on bringing its legends back to life, it's also doubling down on investments to modernize its operations and win over its dealers. U.S. investments and dealer collaboration. To secure its future, Jeep is spending billions to modernize its factories and rebuild trust with its dealers. Jeep's parent company, Stellantis, has committed over $5 billion to U.S. manufacturing plants as part of its revitalization efforts. These investments are focused on upgrading production facilities, increasing efficiency, and expanding capacity for hybrid and electric vehicles. It's a bold move that signals Stellantis' commitment to keeping Jeep competitive in the evolving automotive landscape. One of the key investments is in the Detroit Mack Assembly Complex, where Jeep's flagship models like the Grand Cherokee and Wagoneer are produced. Stellantis has introduced new robotics and assembly line technologies designed to reduce production costs and improve quality, but these upgrades are also about optics. Stellantis wants to show consumers that it's serious about addressing the quality concerns that have plagued Jeep's reputation. The investments don't stop at factories. Stellantis is working closely with dealers to rebuild fractured relationships. Dealers have voiced frustrations over inventory management, pricing strategies, and a lack of advertising support. Stellantis is responding by offering more localized marketing campaigns and flexible inventory allocations to help dealerships clear unsold stock. However, there's skepticism among dealers. Some feel the efforts are too little, too late. We're still stuck with rows of unsold Gladiators and Cherokees, one dealer was quoted as saying. Until Stellantis addresses pricing and consumer trust, these investments won't move the needle. Despite the challenges, Jeep is banking on these collaborations to restore confidence among its partners and create a more sustainable ecosystem for its brand. But investments and collaboration alone can't fix Jeep's most glaring issue, the overproduction crisis that's plaguing dealerships across the country. Overproduction and inventory crisis. Rows of unsold Jeeps are piling up, and dealerships are desperate for relief. Overproduction has become a defining problem for Jeep. Walk into a Jeep dealership today, and you're likely to find rows of Gladiators, Wranglers, and Grand Cherokees sitting idle. Some lots are so overstocked that dealers are resorting to renting extra storage space. What went wrong? Jeep misjudged demand, banking on consistent sales growth that never materialized. Instead, rising interest rates, economic uncertainty, and increased competition have softened the market. Consumers are hesitating to purchase vehicles with starting prices that often exceed $40,000, even with aggressive discounting. This inventory glut is more than just a logistical headache. It's creating a domino effect throughout Jeep's operations. Dealers burdened with unsold stock are refusing new allocations. This in turn has forced Stellantis to cut production shifts and lay off workers at key manufacturing plants. The Detroit River Yard plant, for example, recently laid off over 400 employees due to slowed production. Entire communities that rely on these jobs are feeling the strain, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond dealerships. But the impact isn't just financial, it's also eroding Jeep's brand perception. Consumers see these overstocked lots and wonder, why aren't people buying Jeeps? The answer lies in a mix of high prices, declining quality, and a failure to adapt to shifting market demands. Jeep is trying to course correct by slowing production and offering more aggressive incentives, but the road to recovery won't be easy. The overproduction crisis is a symptom of larger issues within the brand, issues that must be addressed if Jeep hopes to regain its footing. Jeep's inventory woes are just one piece of the puzzle. To truly recover, it must confront its declining market perception and the trust it's lost with consumers. Declining consumer confidence. Jeep's reputation for rugged reliability is under fire, and consumers are starting to notice. For decades, Jeep had an almost mythical reputation for durability and dependability, but in recent years, cracks in this image have become impossible to ignore. Consumer confidence has eroded as complaints about Jeep's quality and reliability continue to mount. Once loyal buyers now question whether the brand still lives up to its storied past. Take the Wrangler, for example. This flagship model has faced numerous issues, including persistent water leaks, engine problems, and transmission failures. Similarly, the Cherokee has been plagued by reports of powertrain issues, and the Grand Cherokee has seen recalls related to critical safety features like braking systems. While recalls are common in the automotive world, the frequency and severity of Jeep's issues have painted the brand in a negative light. In consumer satisfaction surveys, Jeep constantly lags behind competitors like Toyota, Subaru, and Honda. This trend is damaging Jeep's appeal among buyers who prioritize reliability and peace of mind. Potential customers are now more inclined to explore alternatives like the Toyota 4Runner or Subaru Outback, both of which offer a reputation for reliability and value. Rebuilding consumer trust will require more than just fixing technical issues. It will require transparency and a renewed commitment to quality. If Jeep can't turn this trend around, its long-term brand equity could be at risk. While Jeep struggles with consumer trust, competitors are capitalizing on its weaknesses, and they're doing so with laser-sharp precision. The Ford Bronco's resurgence. Ford's Bronco has done more than make a comeback. It's stealing Jeep's spotlight. When Ford announced the return of the Bronco, it didn't just bring back a nameplate, it reintroduced a direct competitor to Jeep's Wrangler. The Bronco was designed with one purpose in mind: to challenge Jeep's dominance in the off-road market, and by most accounts, it's succeeding. The Bronco's appeal lies in its modernized take on rugged adventure. With its retro design, modular components, and cutting-edge off-road capabilities, it has struck a chord with both off-road enthusiasts and younger buyers. Starting at a price point that is more competitive than many Jeep models, the Bronco has positioned itself as a compelling alternative to the Wrangler. Ford also understands the power of community. The Bronco Nation, Ford's dedicated platform for Bronco owners and enthusiasts, has fostered a loyal and engaged fan base. This sense of community mirrors what Jeep once had with its Wrangler owners, but Ford has taken it a step further with exclusive events, trail rides, and a steady stream of content tailored to its audience. Jeep has undoubtedly noticed the Bronco's success, but the question remains: can Jeep adapt quickly enough to counter this rising competition? Competitors are innovating while Jeep struggles to adapt. If the brand fails to address these threats head-on, it risks losing its foothold in a market it once defined. Jeep's competitors may be innovating, but the brand's challenges don't stop there. It's also grappling with the realities of modern vehicle pricing and its impact on buyers. The pricing problem. Jeep's prices have risen so high that even loyal customers are asking, is it worth it? One of Jeep's most significant hurdles is the growing cost of its vehicles. What was once an accessible brand for adventurers and outdoor enthusiasts has now become out of reach for many of its core customers. Consider the Wrangler, which now starts at a price point that rivals luxury sedans. Special trims like the Rubicon can easily exceed $60,000, putting them in the same price category as high-end vehicles like the BMW X5 or Mercedes-Benz GLE. Similarly, the Gladiator, a pickup version of the Wrangler, starts at over $55,000, with higher trims reaching close to $70,000. This sticker shock isn't limited to Jeep's flagship models. The Grand Wagoneer, marketed as a luxury SUV, can cost over $100,000. While this strategy aims to compete with Range Rover and other premium brands, it's alienating Jeep's traditional customer base, who valued the brand for its rugged simplicity. To make matters worse, rising interest rates and inflation have made financing these expensive vehicles even more challenging. Monthly payments are becoming unattainable for many buyers, further shrinking Jeep's market. Jeep's competitors are taking a different approach. The Ford Bronco offers similar off-road capability at a more reasonable price. Toyota's 4Runner, while not as feature-rich, appeals to budget-conscious adventurers. Even Subaru's Wilderness lineup provides rugged options without breaking the bank. To regain its competitive edge, Jeep must rethink its pricing strategy. Offering lower-cost trims or affordable financing options could help the brand reconnect with its roots and expand its audience. With consumer confidence dwindling and competitors thriving, Jeep faces an uphill battle, but it's not without opportunities for redemption. Jeep's EV potential and the road ahead. Jeep is no stranger to tough terrains, but the EV market may be its most challenging journey yet. As the auto industry accelerates toward electrification, Jeep finds itself at a crossroads. The rise of electric vehicles is no longer just a trend, it's a defining shift in the market. For Jeep, known for its rugged, gas-powered off-roaders, transitioning to EVs poses both opportunities and challenges. Jeep's leadership recognizes that the future is electric, but the brand has been slow to establish itself as a leader in this space. While rivals like Tesla and Rivian dominate headlines with their innovative electric SUVs and trucks, Jeep is still finding its footing. However, the company's legendary reputation in the off-road segment gives it a unique opportunity to define what an electric off-road vehicle can be. The Wrangler 4xe plug-in hybrid has been a strong first step, combining electrification with Jeep's rugged DNA. It offers a taste of what an all-electric Wrangler could be: silent but powerful, eco-friendly yet adventure-ready. But this is just the beginning. Jeep has the potential to revolutionize the off-road EV market by creating vehicles that excel in the wild, from mountains to deserts, while maintaining zero emissions. And Jeep's first major steps toward this EV future are already taking shape with a lineup designed to redefine electric adventure. The all-electric Wagoneer S and Jeep Recon. Jeep's new electric lineup is not just about vehicles, it's about reshaping the brand's identity. The announcement of the Wagoneer S and the Jeep Recon marked a bold leap into the electric future for Jeep. These models represent the brand's commitment to staying relevant in a market where electrification is no longer optional. The Wagoneer S, Jeep's first fully electric luxury SUV, aims to compete with high-end EVs from Tesla and Rivian. This sleek vehicle boasts an estimated range of 400 miles on a single charge, making it one of the most capable long-range SUVs in its class. With a design that blends luxury with ruggedness, the Wagoneer S is Jeep's attempt to attract eco-conscious buyers who don't want to compromise on style or performance. On the other hand, the Jeep Recon is designed with hardcore adventurers in mind. Inspired by the Wrangler, the Recon combines the brand's iconic off-road DNA with modern EV technology. With features like a fully removable roof and doors, the Recon aims to capture the spirit of exploration while offering the benefits of electrification. It's a vehicle built for the trails, but with the sustainability to satisfy today's environmentally conscious drivers. While these models are promising, they come with challenges. High price points and limited infrastructure for EVs in remote areas could hinder their success. But Jeep is betting that its loyal fan base and new buyers will see the value in an electric future rooted in ruggedness. Jeep's vision for electrification doesn't stop at individual models. It's about building an infrastructure to support a new way of driving. Building the infrastructure for electric adventure. Jeep's future depends not just on its vehicles, but on how it supports them in the wild. One of Jeep's biggest hurdles in the EV transition is the lack of charging infrastructure in rural and off-road areas, places where its vehicles are meant to thrive. While urban areas are quickly building charging networks, remote locations remain underserved. For Jeep, this is a critical issue that could determine the success or failure of its EV strategy. To address this, Jeep has proposed innovative solutions like solar-powered charging stations at trailheads and national parks. These stations would provide off-road enthusiasts with a reliable way to charge their vehicles even in the most remote locations. Imagine arriving at a backcountry trail, plugging in your Jeep Recon, and knowing it's ready for another day of exploration. Additionally, Jeep is exploring portable charging solutions for adventurers who need power in areas without charging stations. These systems could be a game changer, giving Jeep EVs an edge over competitors in the adventure vehicle market. Partnerships with energy companies could also play a role in Jeep's strategy. By working with established charging networks, Jeep could expand its EV infrastructure more quickly and efficiently than trying to build it alone. These efforts will be crucial in convincing consumers that Jeep's electric vehicles can deliver the same reliability and freedom as their gas-powered counterparts. But Jeep isn't the only brand pushing into the electric off-road space. Competition is heating up, and Jeep needs to act fast. Rivals in the electric off-road market, Rivian and Tesla are redefining rugged, and Jeep is playing catch-up. While Jeep works to establish itself in the electric off-road market, competitors are already making waves. Rivian, for instance, has quickly built a reputation as a leader in this space. Its R1T electric truck and R1S SUV combine luxury with off-road capability, offering features like adjustable suspension, tank turn functionality, and over 300 miles of range. These vehicles appeal to adventure seekers who want cutting-edge technology without sacrificing performance. Tesla too is entering Jeep's territory with its Cybertruck. While its angular design has sparked debate, the Cybertruck's impressive specs, like its range of over 500 miles and towing capacity of 14,000 pounds, make it a formidable competitor. Tesla's established charging network further strengthens its appeal, giving it a significant advantage in the EV market. Even traditional automakers like Ford and General Motors are stepping up. The Ford F-150 Lightning has proven that electric trucks can be both practical and powerful, while GM's Hummer EV offers an upscale, rugged alternative for buyers who want off-road capability in an electric package. For Jeep, this means the pressure is on. The brand must differentiate itself by leveraging its decades-long history of off-road excellence. Consumers will expect Jeep's electric vehicles to perform just as well, if not better, than its gas-powered models in tough terrains. To compete, Jeep needs to innovate quickly while staying true to its core identity. With the competition heating up, Jeep's ability to stay relevant will depend on how well it can balance innovation with tradition, rediscovering Jeep's identity. For Jeep to reclaim its throne, it must reconnect with the core values that made it a legend. Jeep wasn't just a brand, it was an icon, a symbol of adventure, resilience, and freedom. But somewhere along the way, that identity became blurred. In an attempt to compete in the luxury and tech-driven automotive market, Jeep shifted its focus from rugged, go-anywhere vehicles to high-end SUVs with jaw-dropping price tag. For Jeep to find its way back, it must rekindle its connection to its roots. That means prioritizing vehicles designed designed for the outdoorsy, adventurous spirit that Jeep has always represented. Jeep's DNA lies in its ability to conquer trails, cross rivers, and climb mountains, features that appeal to everyday adventurers, not just luxury buyers. This rediscovery could start with Jeep's flagship models, like the Wrangler and Cherokee. By introducing models that emphasize rugged capability over luxury add-ons, Jeep can target the audience it originally built its reputation on. Lower-cost trims that are practical, durable, and designed for real-world adventures could reignite loyalty among Jeep's core buyers. It's also time for Jeep to re-engage its community of enthusiasts. Events like Jeep Jamborees and off-road meetups once defined the brand's relationship with its customers. Reviving these experiences could reinforce Jeep's identity as a brand built for people who live for the outdoors. But rediscovering its identity is just the first step. Jeep must also deliver innovative solutions that align with the modern consumer's expectations. Innovating without losing the legacy. Jeep's survival depends on balancing the old with the new. Innovation without erasing its rugged legacy. Jeep's history is built on tradition, but its future depends on innovation. The challenge for Jeep is finding a way to modernize without alienating its core audience. The key lies in blending technology with rugged capability. For instance, imagine a Jeep Wrangler equipped with cutting-edge artificial intelligence for off-road navigation. Advanced terrain analysis could allow drivers to map out trails in real time, avoiding hazards and optimizing performance. Modular designs could also appeal to adventurers, offering customizable setups for camping, storage, or extreme off-roading. Jeep could also explore connected services, such as subscription-based features for enhanced navigation, real-time weather updates, and trail condition alerts. These innovations would cater to tech-savvy buyers without compromising Jeep's rugged appeal. At the same time, Jeep must resist the temptation to overcomplicate its vehicles. One of the brand's biggest appeals has always been its simplicity. Offering straightforward, reliable vehicles alongside tech-enhanced models could help Jeep cater to both traditionalists and modern consumers. While innovation is critical, Jeep's success also hinges on rebuilding trust with the customers who feel left behind.